Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Anyway, I just wanted to spend a minute today and show off a little bit of what I bring into job sites. This is a little rolling. I've got everything sitting on my MIDI today, my MIDI back, and it's hooked up to a little RTS 400 sander that I'm using to tinker on these cabinets with a little bit. But this is my kind of all-around little setup for when I'm doing cabinet repairs. I've got my Festool Sys MFT on top, so this has the little MFT top on it. I have a video on this particular sustainer. If you're curious about that, I'll try to drop a card up here so you can click if you'd like to. But basically, I keep a quick clamp, Festool quick clamp up here, so when I need to do my pocket holes, I can put this on that anti-skid strip on here, and I can clamp that right down, right there to be able to work on it. So then, inside this top box, and I can't open this with things clamped, inside this top box are typical things I need for cabinet layout. Little woodpecker's triangle square, a couple of dogs for the top if I have things that might want to roll, another woodpecker's 851, a bevel square, woodpeckers also, and a 12-inch ruler from Woodpeckers. Just a little woodpecker setup I put together for doing this. That stays on top so I can get to those layout tools quickly and easily. And then, of course, drawers all the way down, and the very bottom sustainer is my cleaning sustainer now because I have everything out that I'm going to be using from it, so I just stack on. Then this whole outfit just follows me around wherever I'm at. I have a work table that's right at my waist height. I really like this for doing my pocket screws and everything because I don't have to bend way over. To use, it's even a little taller than a countertop. I like things where I can stay upright and not hurt my back. But inside these drawers, I have, we'll see if I can show you some of this real quickly. In these drawers, I have the things I need for working with a Kreg jig. I have all the different Kreg screws in their little boxes. I just took the dividers out of this and left the two main ones. Got some toothpicks for repairing stripped out screw holes. Extra ones for connecting the 2x4 size material. 1 1/4" fine thread and coarse thread so I can do hardwoods and whatnot, as well as the softwoods. In this drawer, I have a shelf pin jig. A lot of times a customer will want you to add a shelf or two to a cabinet, and it's nice to be able to give them the option of putting in adjustable shelving. So this is a great little jig for that. I keep it in the original box because there's so many parts to it. I don't want to lose any of them. And of course, for repairing cabinet things, adding on new, let's see if I can turn that right. Adding on new pulls and knobs and things. That's what this jig is for. It'll register whatever distance you want in from the side of a door or down from the top of a drawer. You can adjust it exactly to how you want. It has the measurements right there on the back. And of course a couple of Kreg Automax clamps for using with this, as well as using with the pocket hole jig. And I changed pocket hole jigs now, so I actually use the new 320 version. Of course, I got some wipes in here. You always need those on a job site just in case. A little Wera Tool Check Imperial is in here, just so I have a little something to take cabinet things apart with. See if I can actually pop this open real quick. I'll also go ahead and set this back down for a minute. Okay, this is the little 320 Kreg set that they have come out with now. This is their new one. And I'm still keeping it together with the directions because it has a lot of options to it. They actually have a little adjustable clamp piece here where you can, this will actually snap onto your clamp and adjust down tight however you want it. And kind of nice. It fits into the little waffles in the top of the pocket hole jig. So the pocket hole jig is quite a bit bigger when you take it out, as it's 3 rails wide and it's a lot heavier duty than the other ones. Looks like you could even connect it farther if you wanted to do 3 or 4 holes in a row or whatever. You could hook a couple of kits together actually. But all 3 pieces of this come apart really easily. They slide and then turn and they come out. The adjustments are right there on the front for half, what is it, 1.5 inch, 3/4, and 1/2 inch. So you can move these and put the two outside hole drilling parts right together. You can use them as singles, doubles, whatever. And kind of neat deal they added here too, they have a material gauge now where you can actually check your material if you don't know the difference between half, 3/4, 1, 1.5. And then that tool actually has the Allen keys on it for adjusting your stop collar on your step bit. And there's a step bit they have now, and this one actually comes with a bit that has the markings on it for where the collar goes, half, 3/4, and 1.5. So no more of that trying to adjust the stop collar based on pressing it into the little slot they gave. A lot nicer little setup there. They give you a little box of the ones for doing 1.5" material and ones for doing 3/4 material. There aren't any in here for doing 1/2" material though. Although they do have your nice square drive bit as well. Nice little set. It's kind of become, I'll put the directions back, but kind of become my new go-to for my cabinet repairs, stuff like that. And it lives in that bottom drawer of that drawer sustainer. Then I also keep some bits and countersinks here. These are Festool 8-piece wood drill set, and these are imperial sizes, so they're a little harder to actually get, I think. Made in Austria. Really nice little set right there. Their countersinks are probably second to none that I've used. I love these. That little hole they have through like that. Just an amazing setup for that. I've got the smaller versions of this also in the installer set, but this is a nice large one. And of course these are their fluted. They have flutes on these, as well as some of the sharpest brad points and cutting edges that I've found on any bits ever. I just love them. When you're drilling in a cabinet and you want to make sure that you don't have any tear out around your screw holes or around your pulls, hinges, whatever, these are my go-to. They're just perfect. But if you can find these anyway, I think I got these on eBay a while back, but they'd never even been used, so that was perfect. Also keep some black nitrile gloves in the back of that drawer. That's for, you know, if you're working under a sink or something like that. Sometimes it's just not a great spot to be in. But then of course you can access any of these at any time. If I need a cleaning part, I can tilt this back and get a cleaning part out down there, even though it doesn't have a drawer. So this has become really my go-to for working on cabinets. I can do my pocket holes, I can install the piece, and then I can grab the RTS that's right here hooked to it and hit it. I keep a little pointed attachment on there for sucking up the dust out of my pocket screw holes, out of my jigs, as well as, you know, cleaning up any dust that results from that. Since those jigs don't have dust collection and you're drilling right here, you can just hit it with the vac as you're going and keep it going on. I do need to upgrade eventually to the new Bluetooth MIDI vac, but I love this MIDI. I've had it for several years. The new vac, the Plain X vac, CT36, it does have Bluetooth on it. I put that on so I can just clean up with a button, but I don't think I have that option with an older MIDI, so I'll have to get the new one at some point. But this is what I'm working on today, and a nice little setup that I've found for working on these cabinets. I am thinking about building an actual work table to go on top of this, because I use it a lot for this kind of thing. Most of the time though, this isn't on the MIDI. I've used a sys cart and I put the little CT sys on that, and then it's just part of the sustainer stack, and it's a whole lot smaller setup. Probably 6 to 8 inches shorter actually, and then I can throw an extra drawer sustainer on here. In my truck I have 4 or 5 different drawer sustainers that are set 2 on each side of the back doors, so I can access all my drawers without taking anything out. But lately I've added the sanding drawer sustainer and all those things, the sys combis and all, and they're on the inside. The ideal thing I need to do here would be take this top off and actually put it on a sys combi. That way I'd have another drawer on here before I got to still having my MFT top. But for right now, it's really everything I need. Great little setup, and hopefully help somebody out there come up with a little setup to use. I love it. I did another little video that I'll be putting up pretty soon, doing a little cabinet repair with this, but that's what it looks like. Kind of a, you can just roll it around wherever you want. Of course, has the brake on the front and all, so you can lock it down if you need to. But anyway, it's good to see y'all again. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, and I'll keep working on this kitchen, and y'all have a wonderful week. See y'all later.